proposed referendum for approval of a sales tax to fund a new high school has raised several questions which should be answered as soon as possible. If the board does not have the answers to the following questions, they should be determined and considered prior to I have the call of a special election. I understand that has been called and will be conducted on March 17th. Number one, what is the estimated cost to repair and rehabilitate the existing high school buildings and facilities in Fort Valley, toward which the state would contribute up to $3 million? Number two, how much of the current sales tax proceeds was spent on the present high school buildings and facilities, including new air conditioning? Number three, assuming that the proposed new campus will be open land, the same size, taxed at the same millage rate, how much annual property tax revenue would Beach County lose by removal of this acreage from the tax rolls? Number four, if the present high school did become, quote, an adult education center, unquote, who would maintain it and pay the costs? Number five, other than the temporary use of Anderson Stadium for football games, what use would be made of the present athletic facilities and the auditorium? Number six, what would it cost the board to maintain the present high school buildings and facilities after they are vacated? The proposed location of a new high school between Fort Valley and Byron is highly controversial. Fort Valley has just suffered the abandonment of the hospital. The city government has undertaken the formidable task of repurposing that property, so it will be unable to assist the board in repurposing the present high school. A new high school will cause real injury to Fort Valley and no apparent benefit to Byron, where a new charter high school is already being established.
I think, and we talked about this, we just did not sit down and plan. We talked about having community meetings on both ends, and I think that still should be done. And in light of what Jamie has said, that we schedule those meetings tonight, and if we look at our calendar.
And I'll go ahead and second that. And I talked to the superintendent earlier today about, I think it's a good idea, and we need to do that. And we will get together tonight and schedule a couple of information forums for, you know, both one or two, or one for each end of the county. I mean, however we decide we want to do it, it's fine with me. I mean, we don't have anything to hide. We're not trying to pull anything. We've been discussing this, like Jamie said, for at least 5 years.